Negation of P, for T it is F, for T it is F, for F it is T, for F it is T. FFTT is the negation for P. The biconditional statement between these two. Suppose if we consider this as X and this is Y, then the biconditional statement for X and Y, that is X biconditional to Y. If it is false, then we can say all the values in this last column are FFF, though it is a contradiction, but this is T. We can say this is neither tautology nor contradiction. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of Mathematical Foundation class. I am Mr. Niranjan, Faculty, Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So in my previous class, we have discussed regarding the construction of a truth table for the given compound proposition. Now in this session also, I am going to take few more important problems regarding construction of truth tables. Now let me start with the first problem. So construct the truth table for the given proposition. So what is the statement given? Negation of P, disjunction Q. Very simple problem. So you may expect this type of problems for 5 marks, right? So negation of P, disjunction Q. Now let us split this. P, then Q, negation of P and negation of P, disjunction Q. The splitting is very important here. So let us write first P, Q, then negation of P, then negation of P, disjunction Q. Now you know the truth values for P. P is nothing but, as usual, it is T, T, F and F. First two are true, remaining two are false. T, T, F, F. Whereas for Q, alternative true, false, true, false. So that is true, false, true, false. Now, what is negation of P? Negation of P, for T it is F, for T it is F, for F it is T, for F it is T. FFTT is the negation for P. Now, just write down the disjunction for negation P and Q. Disjunction. So, in case of disjunction, P disjunction Q. In case of disjunction, false and false is false, false and false is false, remaining are all true. So, the disjunction between negation P and Q, F and F is true, F and F is false, T and T is T and T and F is T. In case of disjunction, false and false is false, in all cases it is true. So, false and false is false, true and true is true, true and false is also true. So, hence the truth table for negation of P, disjunction Q is T, F, T, T. That's it. Okay. Now, let us take a similar type problem. Now, let us come to the next problem. Problem number 2. What is problem? P, disjunction Q, biconditional to Q conjunction P. So, here P, Q, then write down the disjunction for P and Q, then again Q and P, conjunction for Q and P, and then the biconditional statement between these two. Suppose if we consider this as X and this is Y, then the biconditional statement for X and Y, that is X biconditional to Y, right? Now, as usual, write down the truth values for this P and Q. P and Q, you know the truth values for P, true, true, false and false. T, T, F, F. For Q, it is alternative true, false, true, false, right? True, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Now, what is to write? P, disjunction Q. Disjunction is false and false is false. In all cases, it is true. So, true and true is true. True and false is also true. False and true is true. False and false is false. Now, whereas for conjunction, true and true is true. Remaining are all false. So, the conjunction between Q and P. Don't get confused with Q and P. True and true is true. False and true is false, true and false is false, again false and false is false. So, the conjunction is true and true is true, in all cases it is false. So, true and true is true, false and true is false, again true and false is also false, false and false is also false. So, this is the table. Now, let us connect these two using biconditional statement. Now, biconditional for P disjunction Q and Q conjunction P. The biconditional. So, biconditional is true only if both the statements are true or both the statements are false. T and T is T, F and F is T. In other cases, it is false. So, T and T is T. Again, F and F is also true. Other cases, it is false. So, now true and true is true. True and false is false. True and false is false. False and false is equal to so. So, hence, the truth table for this given compound proposition is T, F, F, T. That's it. Okay, that's it. So, this is how we are going to construct the truth table for the given compound propositions. Hope you followed. Now, let us take next problem. So, this is very important type problem. So, you may expect this type of problems for 8 marks. This is an 8 marks question, right? So, here it's a compound propositions containing P, Q, R. Now, what is to prove? What is to find? Negation of P conjunction Q, conjunction negation of R. P, Q, R. Write down first P, Q, R. Then negation of P, negation of R. Then conjunction for negation P and Q. The conjunction for negation P and negation of P and Q. The conjunction for these two, negation P and Q. And then let us consider this as X. And then the conjunction, again conjunction for this X and Y. So, X conjunction Y, the conjunction for X and Y again. Okay. Now, let us write first P, Q, R, negation of P, negation of R, then negation P conjunction Q, and the given statement negation P conjunction Q, conjunction negation of R. Now, let us write the truth table. As you know, if it contains 3 simple propositions P, Q, R, then for P, Q, R the truth values, for P it is first 4 T, 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 and remaining 4 are false, F, 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 T, 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 F, 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 right. First 4 T and remaining 4 are false. Whereas for Q, 2, 2, first 2 are T and T, remaining 2 false, false. Again, T, T, F, F, right. So, T, T, F, F, T, T, F, F. For R, it is alternative. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. So, this is the easiest method to remember. So, write first 4 T, remaining 4 false. Then 2, 2, T, T, F, F, T, T, F, F. Next, for R, it is alternative. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. So, totally 8. Okay. Now, let us come to the negation of P. Negation for P. For T, it is F. For T, it is F. For T, it is F. Again, for T, it is F. Again, for F, it is T, 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 T. This is the negation of P. So, first 4 F, F, F. Then next 4 are T, T, T. Next, negation of R. Negation of R. So, R is, for T, it is F. For F, it is T. Again, T, it is F. For F, it is T. Again, for T, it is F. For F, it is T. Again, for T, it is F and T. So, F, T, F, T, F, T, F. Now, next, negation P, conjunction Q. Negation P and conjunction Q. For this, we are going to write the conjunction. What is the conjunction? True and true is true. That is P conjunction Q. True and true is true. In all other cases, it is false. So, negation of P and Q. P and Q. False and true is false and true is false. Again, false and true is false. Again, false and false is false. Again, false and false is false. Right. Then, that is this true and true is equal to true. True and true is true. Again, true and true. True and true is equal to true. Again, true and false is false. Again, true and false is equal to false. Now, write down the conjunction for these two. That is negation P conjunction Q and negation R conjunction. So, the conjunction for these two. As you know, the conjunction true and true is true. In all cases, it is false. So, false and false is false. False and true is also false. False and false is false. False and true is false. True and false is false. True and true is true. False and false is false. False and true is false. So, this is the truth table for the given compound preposition. Conjunction, that is negation P conjunction Q, conjunction negation R. Right. So, if it is false, then we can say all the values in this last column are F, F, F. So, it is a contradiction. But this is T. We can say this is neither tautology nor contradiction. Anyway, this is very important type problem for 8 marks. Right. Now let us take same type problem. Find the truth table for a P conjunction Q disjunction R. P conjunction Q disjunction R. Now as usual P Q R, P conjunction Q, and again the disjunction between these two, that is P conjunction Q disjunction R. As usual you can write the values. What are the values of P? That is T, 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 T. First 4 are true, next 4 are false, 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 false. This is very important step. Now for Q it is true, true. First 2 are true, next false, false, again true, true, false, false. Right. For R, alternative true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. So for P, first 4 T, next 4 F, Q, 2, 2, T, T, F, F, T, T, F, F. For R it is alternative true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. The conjunction between P and Q, for these two conjunction of true and true is true. In all cases it is false. The conjunction is true and true is true. In all cases it is false. So P and Q conjunction for these two, true and true is true, true and true is also true, true and false is false, for true and false is false, false and true is false, false and true is false, false and false is also false, then false and false is also false. So the conjunction between these two, T conjunction for T and T is T, T and F is T, T and F is F, T and F is F, F and T is also F, F and T is F, F and F is F, F and F. Next, what to write? Conjunction. Then the disjunction between these two, the disjunction between these two values, the disjunction of P conjunction Q and R. Write down the disjunction. Disjunction means, so P disjunction Q. That means if F and F is F. In other cases it is true. So if both the statements are false, then it is false. In other cases it is true. Now, so for these two, first P conjunction Q and R, we are going to write the disjunction. So true and true is true, true and false is true, false and true is also true, false and false is false, false and true is true, false and false is false, false and true is true, false and false is false. So this is the truth table for P conjunction Q disjunction R. T, 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 F, T, F, T, F. That's it. Hope you follow. Right. This is also very important problem for 8 marks. These are all 8 marks questions. Right. Let us take one more problem in this PQR. P conditional to Q conjunction R. Right. So, I have to construct the truth table for P conditional to P conjunction R. Now, here let us split PQR, Q conjunction R, then P conditional to Q conjunction R. As usual, write down the truth values for this. For it is T, 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 F, F, F and F. Truth values for P is first 4 T, remaining 4 false. For Q, 2, 2. First 2 are true, second true are false. Again, first 2, then T, T, then F. Right. Now, for R, alternative true, false. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, false. Now, the conjunction for Q and R. What is the conjunction? So, the conjunction between these two. Conjunction means T and T is tree for conjunction. P conjunction Q. And in other cases, it is false. So, conjunction of Q and R. Q are true and true is true, false and true is false, false and true is false, false and false is false, true and true is true, true and false is false, false and true is false, false and false is also false. This is the conjunction. Conjunction for Q and R. Now next, the conditional statement for P and Q conjunction R. So let us call this as X and Y, the condition for X and Y. So conditional for P and Q conjunction R, that is X and Y. So what is the conditional statement? P conditional K. So if true and F, in case of true and F it is false, true and false is false, in other cases it is true. Now write down P and this, true and true is true, True and false is false. Again, true and false is false. Again, true and false is false. Again, false and true is true. False and false is also true. False and false is also true. False and false is true. So, T, F, 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 T, 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 T is the truth table for the given proposition P conditional to Q conjunction R. That's it. Hope you followed, right? So this is how we are going to write the truth table for the given compound proposition. So these type of problems are very important. So you may expect at least one 8 marks question and one 5 marks question in construction of truth tables. So definitely you will get 13-14 marks from this concept. So practice this. Hope you followed. So that's all regarding our today's session. Let us meet with the different types of problems in the next session. Thank you. Thank you very much.